Welcome to Company Havoc number 2. This is the only video I'm filming tonight. I do apologize for not filming last night. So, we're going to do this quick chit chat. It's probably not going to take that long. I didn't film last night because, one, we had a high school reunion and I didn't attend. I didn't get an invite. I pretty much know why. They probably remembered some of the things I said back at the end towards high school where I said if we ever had a high school reunion, that I was going to make each and every one of my bullies suffer and pay. If you guys want me to give you a video about that, please let me know. If not, we won't worry about it. Just put that in the comments. Yeah, we want to know what you said you were going to do to your high school bullies. Just write that in the comments, and I will give you the story. Now, I didn't also film this weekend because there is a race war that you guys are tired of me talking about going on TikTok with Native Americans and Aboriginals. It's still happening. It's growing. I want to wash my hands of it, but I can't. And I'm gonna have to tell y'all some of the shit that are coming out of the black people's mouths who are Aboriginal, not normal black people, but black people who want to be native. I don't really understand this, man. And I want you guys to contemplate this. So don't judge me, but contemplate this, because I'm going to tell you what they were saying. Then I'm going to get the hell off the YouTube for tonight. I'm hoping to do a couple of more Spider-Man videos, hopefully outside tomorrow in the suit, weather permitting, and providing that nobody gets in my way. I still have been thinking about doing a night show. Nobody ever responded to see if they really wanted me to do one to make up for the things that I didn't get to do before. So we're going to see how that works out. I might do it, I might not. I'm not going to swear to it because sometimes life fucking happens and then you have to deal with uh-oh. What the astro fuck? Yeah, we just got to set you down there and hopefully. Okay, still recording. Good. I'll fix that when I get the chance. Anyway, so the thing is, you know, I went from live to live to live to live. From Friday to Saturday, and even today. And the shit that these Aboriginals, these Afrocentrics, these people who have some kind of mental glitch are saying is fucking unbelievable. And my only question to them, which they still haven't answered, and they haven't showed up to my house yet, still waiting on those two things. The first thing I asked them, well, let me tell you what they said first, and then we'll get back to the first thing I asked them. So Friday, I was at work, normal time, listening to one of these Afrocentrics. It's a white fella. And this guy, he said that Wakanda was in America. This dude, all-heartedly, he's mixed, but all-heartedly, he put his name out there. He put his mama's name out there. I'm not going to do that because I don't disrespect people's moms and shit if I can help it. And I'm not going to put his name out there. Just know he's a black guy. He's light-skinned. He's also mixed, so he's kind of me-ish looking. He's a little old, but I'm pretty sure I'm older than him. He has a feather in his head on his right side. Unless the camera was flopped and it's on his left side. But just know he's light-skinned, he has a goatee, and he has a feather in his head. And an afro. And he said that Wakanda is in America. And he literally spent half my job time explaining about Black Panther's origin, explaining about the herb and how we can die and come back and talk to our ancestors and all this other shit. And I am at work dying, yo. I am laughing so fucking hard, and I'm like, yo, this is fucking laughable. So I was explaining to a couple of my coworkers because they kept asking me, why you keep laughing? I said, because of this shit that's coming out of this dude's ear. I mean, this guy is on some shit. Whatever he's smoking, he does not need to share with anyone. In fact, he needs to cut way the fuck back. Like, as in, go get therapy, Stop smoking that shit. And to quote South Park, because I don't remember the damn teacher's name now, but drugs by it, okay? Yeah, this dude, man, I mean, god damn. I'm losing brain cells just remembering the shit that he said. That's how fucked up the shit he says. Wakanda's in America. We are the descendant of cats. And then he went from cats to panthers. And from panthers being able to metamorph into dragons. So that's two guys that I have stumbled into who said that Aboriginals or black people had dragons. And I'm thinking to myself, what in the Game of Thrones is going on here? Then I got to thinking about that movie with Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey, and they had to fight these dragons. The dragons had ruled the world, was just taking over everything and killing everybody. And the humans that were surviving were trying to come together to attack the dragons. And Matthew McConaughey did a swan dive down the throat of a dragon with an axe in his hand. I do not remember the name of the movie, but y'all should check that out. It might be called Dragons. I don't know what the hell the movie was called, but I know I seen it a long, long fucking time ago. And Matthew McConaughey's bald head and everything, buffed up like motherfucker, and jumped down the mouth of a dragon. I'm pretty sure it was Matthew McConaughey and not Woody Harrelson, because when they're bald, they kind of look the same. But anyway, no offense to Woody Harrelson or Matthew McConaughey, but he literally jumped down the throat of a dragon with a fireman's axe. Nice fucking axe. But he did it, and I'm like, okay, I hope he killed the dragon, because self-sacrifice is not always what it's cracked up to be, unless your name is Ironhide from the Autobots. And he was always sacrificing himself for Prime, man. And I question Ironhide's motive sometimes. Did you want to be a hero that badly? Did you want to take the bullet for a guy who's damn near invincible, who's died like 3 or 4 times? Anyway, I know that was off topic. But this dude was going in on jaguars being something, and Leo the lion. I mean, it was all over the place. And the cats were secretly dragons. And that was just Friday. Got home from work, still listening to the guy, man. And I mean, goddamn, it just, the shit that he said, he should be a writer for Hollywood and give me a job. I will gladly play the hero in this fucking nightmare movie that he has describing in Wakanda Forever, because Wakanda is apparently in America. It's not in the Grand Canyon like Egypt is. It's not next to the Mississippi because that's the Nile River, but Wakanda Forever. Because he said Wakanda is in America, and he went on and on and on. The only thing he left off was, where's my vibranium suit? Button down the hatches, and I don't care what it takes. Get that man a shield. So yeah, he didn't do any of that shit. But he just rode on and on and on about fucking Wakanda being in America. Skip to another guy. Light-skinned guy. Short hair. Almost identical shit. Almost identical shit. And he started getting in on these motherfucking dragons. He just left off Wakanda. He didn't say nothing about fucking Wakanda. But he was on these dragons and all this other shit. Now, remember I told y'all a couple of weeks ago I stumbled onto a live, and I didn't stay on the live long enough to really get the gist of what was going on, but it was definitely Aboriginals hating black people, hating themselves, and saying we had dragons. Now, Saturday, I gotta roll this around to y'all now. Remember I told you about Friday and the 2 guys and the cougars being dragons. Saturday, I stumbled into another live. Guys talking about dragons. It was raining, so I couldn't do anything outside. I'm looking at this shit. I'm listening to this shit, and they went from dragons back to we were gods and giants. Gods and giants. I feel a little robbed because I'm part black, and I ain't no goddamn giant. I am like 5'3". That's it. I am 5'3", and if I descended from giants, I am pissed off because I wouldn't mind being 20 feet tall. Granted, I can't fit in nobody's house. Probably be harder to get a girlfriend at 20 feet tall, just as hard as it is to get a girl at 5'3". But, yeah. giants. We were giants. And we were gods. And that rolled over at nighttime. Found another one. Now, I hang in the ones where the Adjustment Syndicate, shout out to Port City and the Adjustment Syndicate, they tend to debunk all the giants, the gods, and the Anunnaki, Ishnabe, and Olmec, and whoever the fuck else tribe they're gonna steal today. They seem to debunk that shit, which is cool, because they're not only saving indigenous erasure, but they're also saving African American erasure. And this is why I love those guys, because they are on point at debunking the fuck out of these guys. But these aboriginals, these little black cult of people who just hate themselves so much, we are gods. We are giants. And we have dragons. And now, earlier in this video, I asked you about the question, and they still haven't answered, and also they haven't showed up. So I made 2 videos on TikTok. I made a set of 5, and I made a set of 3. I made the set of 3 first because it was the first time a couple of days back, or a week ago, when they first started talking about being gods and dragons and shit. Not that they haven't mentioned it before. And so I brought it up. And this was the question. And if you guys know any aboriginals or ethnocentrics, they're basically just black people who don't like being black, don't want any connection to Africa, etc., etc. You can ask them this for me. If you were giants, gods, and you had dragons, how the fuck do you lose twice? How do you lose to Native Americans who have tomahawks, wooden knives with steel tip or stone tip, bow and arrows, and spears? A dragon is damn near invincible, and you're gonna tell me that dragons couldn't handle them? Did like Sasquatch, the Skinwalkers, the Wendigo, the Deer Woman, the Man with Hooves, the Inuit gods? Did they all just come out of nowhere and just like wipe out all your fucking dragons? And then y'all just got y'all asses kicked because y'all were giants and gods who just could not fight back? How did y'all lose America twice? In fact, if you were giants, did you guys even kill the megalodon? Did you guys eat one of those things? I mean, you're giants, so that means you can walk across the ocean from Africa to America, proving that you were African, or you can walk from America to Africa, proving that you were born in America, but you're giants. Now, there are a couple of West Coast natives that have stories about giants, so I'm not going to knock the giant theory. But there are also stories of East Coast and West Coast natives who have befriended and offended Sasquatch. So, how'd you guys lose again? Because, those are folklore. And, well, I guess that will work out because dragon is folklore too. I don't recall natives having dragons in their folklore, but I'm going to have to do some research on that. I do know about like firebirds and thunderbirds and shit, but I don't know about like dragons, so I'm gonna have to do some research on that. But, y'all got dragons, and y'all giants, and you're gods, and yet you lose to a bunch of people in buffalo hide, but you got dragons. How strong is that buffalo hide against fire? Because you guys just suck. And then you turn around and lost to colonizers, or mostly white people, who came across the ocean from the other side with fucking cannons and gunpowder that Marco Polo stole from China. Well, y'all didn't think I was going to bring out the fact that Marco Polo was a thief. Oh yeah. Explorer, yes. Thief, also. Anyway, Marco Polo also stole pasta and some other things from China, because no, pasta is not origined in Italy. It is origined in Asia. Anyway, these guys are on some serious shit. I mean, they gotta be high as fuck. We're the Anunnaki. We're the Olmec. We're the Ishnabe. We're gods. We're Star Childs. We're Wakanda forever. Wakanda ain't got a goddamn thing to do with America. And Wakanda was made by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, or Stan Lee and Mike Ditka, or Scott Ditka, some goddamn body. But it's not in America. Just like Egypt is not in America. The Nile River is not the Mississippi because the Nile River does flow north. It flows from south to north, but the Mississippi flows from south to nowhere. It flows from north to south. But Egypt's in America. There's a Stargate in the Grand Canyon. They can teleport you from the Grand Canyon to Egypt in Africa. There's hieroglyphics on the walls in Egypt. You understand how my weekend's been turning out with these guys? And I mean, I've been watching these videos all weekend long since fucking Friday. So therefore, I'm going to finish watching these videos tonight. Well, technically they're not videos. They're actually live streaming. Y'all know TikTok do a lot of live streaming. And these guys are fucking insane. I mean that respectfully to everyone who's like legally and chronically insane. But these guys broke the fucking mold, yo. I mean, they're taking insane to a whole nother level. They had dragons. Dragons. Do you know how hard it is for one person to kill a dragon? I mean, Dirk the Daring from Dragon Slayer had a hard time killing a dragon. No. I don't recall Goliath in Gargoyles ever fighting a dragon. I'm pretty sure he could fight the dragon. I don't think he could kill the dragon. And then there's Puff the Magic Dragon. I'm pretty sure anybody can fuck him up because he's too busy puffing shit. Alongside HR Puffin stuff. Shout out to HR Puffin stuff. I don't know what the stuff was, but HR Puffin stuff. How do we fix this problem with the self-hatred black people who want to be Aboriginal so goddamn bad that even the women are involved? There was a woman last night, I don't remember her name, her initials was P and P and P. She brought up the dragons. She brought up the cats being dragons. She brought up them being gods. She brought up everything except for them having the force and the ability to shoot lightning out of their hands. I mean, this shit is a straight fucking train wreck, yo. And I made a video about that too, about being an identity crisis. Or something about the educational system failing these fuckers. I don't know what the fuck is going on with TikTok. And I also ended my videos with what I'm going to end this video with. I am a person of mixed ethnicity. When I get off of YouTube, when I get off of TikTok, when I get off of Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media I'm on, when I get off that shit, I'm still going to be mixed when the day is done. When I go to a store, people are going to ask me, what am I mixed with? They're not just going to say, hey, you're a black man. Now, I will say that also depends on who you encounter. But I don't deny my mixedness, except for working purposes, where I'm just going to be native from now on. But I am going to be honest about this shit, and they have the videos are on YouTube, so it's not like I'm going to be able to deny it. You said you were all native. No, what I said was, I'm identifying as native because I need work. So I will only take Native American roles, where I can't play a black man because apparently I don't look black enough, and y'all won't let me play a black person. Also, I'm 5'3". So yeah, that kind of sucks. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to leave you guys with this one last thought and this final question, which I just asked like 5 minutes ago. And I need you guys to let this shit sink in, which is why I'm ending the video with this question one more time. If you guys are gods, and you have dragons, and you're also giants, how did you fucking lose not just America, but you lost Canada, America, Mexico, which is Central America, and South America? I mean, who had the kryptonite to bring you guys down if you were giants and gods? Who had the Hind's blood that shot the dragons and the gods? But Hind's blood won't affect the dragon, because the dragon is not a god. Hind's blood won't affect the giant, because giants are not gods. But Hind's blood will kill all gods. And in case y'all don't know, Hinds are the Greek equivalent to centaurs, but they're females with deers at their bottom half. They have a deer in the front, all the way to the back, like a centaur. Not to be mistaken with the Native American deer woman who has deer legs, but she's on 2 legs. Her 2 legs are deer legs, and she has been known to stomp people to death. That being said, one more time. If they're gods, giants, and they got dragons, how do you lose to Native Americans who only have bow and arrows, tomahawks, spears, stone-tipped knives, and then turn around and lose to colonizers who have cannonballs? Watch a Game of Thrones before you answer that question so that you guys can see how devastating a dragon can be. And if you can find that movie with Matthew McConaughey and Christian Bale, and I don't remember the name of the damn thing, but it had a bunch of fucking dragons in it. If you can find that movie, watch that. And then answer the question. That being said, I'm Echo Fangray. This is Comfort Ever number 2. Have a blessed Sunday night. Be seeing you.